My name is Lorena.
My name's Anthony.
Now, Lorena and Anthony were actually on the same flight as me and Marty coming from Orlando, not knowing that they are actually nominated tonight in the Spanish language category. Tell us a little bit about the song you're nominated for and just when you got the news that you were nominated in the first place.
Yeah, the name of our band is Generation 12, in Spanish, Generación 12. And the name of the album is Sana Nuestra Nación, which means Heal Our Land. It was recorded live in Orlando last year, and it was like a total worship experience, and like the Holy Spirit moved, like healing. Like we had like about 50 people in the choir, and it was very, very moving. But we also had dance and like some upbeat songs as well. So we were surprised to be nominated and just blessed to be here.
Well, it sounds like the experience that you talked about was obviously a moving enough experience that it obviously moved other people in different ways. What is the response that you've gotten from people who have had an opportunity to experience the music that you all created?
Well, I think that when we came into this record, we had very few things kind of like that we had our hearts set on. One of them was just making a very honest record. I think, we all love hearing something very polished. I think this time we wanted something very real and very authentic, and that's what came across on the record. What we didn't expect was to see a lot of people that would write messages on our Instagram, on our YouTube account, and they'd say things like, I heard this song, I felt that God healed me through this. So we'd hear things like emotional healing, mental healing, which that's something that's not very talked about, but the pandemic brought a lot of awareness to that. And I think that all we really wanted to do was connect people with God, and just hearing that response and feeling like that objective was very clear. It really felt our hearts, and it just made everything worth it.
And I think timing is everything. I think a lot of people that I've talked to tonight have talked about transparency, have talked about vulnerability, have talked about how the pandemic has brought so much of that out. Why do you think that now is the time that this type of music is resonating so much with people?
Yeah, I think the pandemic, brought a lot of things out.
Yeah.
And as humans, we're not created to be isolated.
Yes.
So that creates a lot of like bad stuff, mental stuff. And then it takes time and healing and going back to church, like in person, being around people, and being around community, worshiping in person, like lifting your hands in church. And, so I think that people are more aware of like, hey, we need to be around other believers. We need to actually go and worship. And so I think that's what it's doing. And as people watch like these records that are done, that they feel like you can feel like you're there worshiping. So I think that's why it's connecting with people, because they can have like a real worship experience where they are.
Well, thank you for creating music that allows people to express themselves in the ways they need to best. And I wish you all the best tonight with your nomination, and enjoy the rest of your time here. And safe travels back to Orlando when it's time.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Nice to meet you.